You see, this sort of thing actually works really well for Sexy Phil, except he usually has to put something really offensive at the end of it to make everybody listen to him. It's Josh. Actually, Phil, just poking a little bit of fun at you, I am actually part of the DeFranco Nation, too. Alright, today our topic of discussion is going to be Bernice Jacques III, otherwise known as Daxflame, on YouTube. If you haven't already heard of him, go ahead and check him out. I put a link over on the side of this here to give you a little bit of a heads up as to where to go. Now, for those not in the know, Bernice Jacques III is a 15-year-old boy who lives somewhere in the middle of America. I don't really pay that much attention to his videos, so I haven't really figured out where he lives. I don't really care. But he is a 15-year-old boy who suffers from some pretty severe psychological disorders, or at least appears to when he's on the screen. Specifically, he seems to suffer from what is commonly known as Asperger's syndrome. Now, please understand that I use the word seems very specifically here because there's quite a bit of controversy that surrounds Daxflame. Specifically, there are claims that he is not who and what he says he is. In other words, that Daxflame is an actor pretending to be a 15-year-old boy who has these particular disorders. Frankly, I don't care. He could be a boy with the disorders. He could be a boy who has acting coaches and parents and whatnot who have found a way for him to get himself noticed on national internet TV, as it were. Kudos for him if that's the case. If you're somebody out there who has figured out how to display yourself in a way that you like and have found a way to find an audience, great. While I'm not going to go into great detail about my theories regarding Daxflame's identity, I do want to say that I think he is an actor, and then I also think it's reprehensible that someone would use a disability as a means to get cheap laughs. However, since it's been happening since the dawn of time, and everyone's doing it, there's not really a damn thing I can do about it. Now, what I can speak to, if this is actually the truth, if Brian Jacques III actually does exist and is this boy that we see on YouTube on a weekly basis, is take a look at his parents. Take a look at them straight in the eye, point our finger straight at them, and ask them, what the hell are you people thinking? I mean, seriously, okay, yes, you may think this is a way to help him therapeutically work out his particular frustrations, a way for him to express himself creatively in a manner that he understands, something that he enjoys. But the problem is, folks, take a look at your son's videos. If this is real, take a look at his videos, watch his videos. I am sorry, if you watch him progressively, he does not get better, he gets worse. He has fallen into the trap of supposed internet fame and has become something just horrendous. He's a monster. He is somebody who thinks he is much greater than he is, and the problem is everybody's setting him up so they can make him fall, and it's already happened a couple times now. He is going to fall, and you're going to be at fault because you have given him the tools and the capability to become exactly that. Now, I've spoken already before that I think he's an actor, but if he's not, this is a kid who needs medication. He's obviously not getting enough, who needs counseling, who needs professionals helping him. He does not need people like me, people like those on the internet who have been making a utter fool of him to help him get better. He's only going to get worse if he stays where he is. Now, I don't know how I'm going to get hold of his parents. I don't know how this is going to get to his parents. I don't know how this message is going to get out to his parents that they need to take a more active role in their child's development and step things up and stop this madness that is Daxflame. But if he is for real, I really hope somehow this is going to get out to them. I'm actually going to try to post this on as a response to Daxflame, and I know that's probably going to get me flamed. I know that it's probably not even going to get approved as a response, but I'm going to have to try. There is the off chance that his parents may actually watch the responses to his videos. Pretty slim considering they're actually letting him do this, but I'm still going to take a chance and try. People like Daxflame with his particular psychological disorder need help, and the internet is not going to provide it. It's just going to exacerbate the issue. Now, while I do know that I got rather fired up there and I said some rather harsh things, I wanted to let people know that I feel very strongly about this. I think we as a YouTube community, as the adult partners of the YouTube community, need to stand up for the youth in YouTube and say, okay, this is good, this is bad, this is something we can't stand for. And Daxflame is no exception. Certain things that are going to harm youth, we need to stand up against, even if that means the youth not being part of the community if it is a danger to them. If Daxflame is real, his parents need to step in, and they need to stop things. However, I made folks a promise. I'm getting to the 5-minute mark, so I'm just going to have to say goodbye, folks. Have a good night, have a good day, and be blessed.